survive the North Pole? And one to go 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. And they're all emission-free. But don't get an EV for the E. Get it because it pins you to your seat. Sparks your imagination and takes your breath away. These IUDs aren't just electric. They electrify you.
If you should die, that is nature's way of saying you failed.
You're facing all my worst fears here.
I don't care how famous they are, they will play by our rules. National Forces World's toughest test. Check local listings.
Wendy's new Italian Mods is fried mozzarella. Garlic, not bun. Marin, you know what? You're just gonna want to eat it.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new Italian mozzarella chicken sandwich.
Purple Impact. Starring Experience Credit Card Marketplace.
Sweet credit cards.
You too can get a choice of cards matched to you.
Cashback, travel rewards, balance transfer, tons of options.
Tons of options. Credit card choices. Experian.com/card.
These are Smile Direct Club aligners. They can turn a smile like this into a smile like this in as little as 4 to 6 months for less than $3 a day. Choose Smile. Get started for free at SmileDirectClub.com.
Just a moment of your time, everyone. And put together dirty. Single Care, the app that truly helps you save on your nose. Yeah, he's here today. Do you use Single Care? No, I'm sure. Well, Single Care can actually beat your copay. Single Care can also beat the price of your Medicare plan. Did you know? You just search your prescription in the Single Care app and show your coupon to your pharmacist. Best of all, Single Care is free to use. Marty, it's time to help. I have a story. Check the Single Care price today.
I used to manage my money with spreadsheets, but that wasn't cutting it. So I created a better way, Rocket Money, an app that tracks your spending in real time, lowers your bills, and cancels unwanted subscriptions with one tap. This year, take control of your finances and download Rocket Money.
That's me, your voicemail. My number is 618-437-7445.
Okay. Can anyone tell me what Julie did wrong?
You gotta repeat the number. I mean, no one's ever gonna guess it's not.
Didn't leave her last name. No, the phone tells you who calls.
She didn't mention a good time to call her back. How am I supposed to know when to call her?
No, she just shouldn't have left a voicemail. 9 out of 10 times a text will do.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Eastlake police had reason to believe a man's life was at risk, but they needed more evidence to be sure.
It's a murder for hire. It's very serious.
Serious, and also a puzzle. Investigators were missing key pieces about the target.
I was never given his name or anything. He gave me a picture and his address.
Detectives ran a background check, and they learned the person who lived at that address was named David Metter. David was the target.
We found out that he was a prominent businessman.
A businessman who lived nearly 1,000 miles away in Gwinnett County, Georgia. From what detectives could tell, David seemed to have it all. A good job, a nice house, and a happy marriage with a new wife.
It was a small wedding, intimate wedding.
Lonnie and David Metter had been married less than a year, but Lonnie already felt like she'd met her soulmate.
And we had a really, really nice connection.
It was a second marriage for both Lonnie and David, and they each had kids. David, 4 girls. Lonnie, a son and daughter.
We are both in the 6 children club. Not always easy, but a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll tell you, it was super fun. I loved having kids.
Lonnie described her life with David as wonderful, but says she never could have imagined the challenges they'd face together as a couple.
How did you meet David? We met at a work function.
They both worked in the automotive industry and were attending a conference in Las Vegas, and a mutual friend suggested they meet.
There was an instant connect. That was a bit shocking, I'll tell you. I had been on my own for just about 2 years and was pretty well settled in that. You knew early on that David could be the one. Yes, I knew early on. Not to mention that I'm sure you must have found him handsome. Super handsome. Wasn't sure if I could talk about that. Yes, very much so. Great smile, great eyes. but just an instant soulmate.
But once the conference ended, reality quickly set in.
You look at a map and you go, oh, you live in Baltimore and I live in Atlanta. You know, how does that work?
David was also separated, going through a messy divorce, and figuring out a custody arrangement for his girls, who still lived with his ex.
You had been through a divorce yourself? I had. Did that help in giving David advice about how to navigate these waters? I think so. Early on in the friendship, I can remember encouraging him to try again, to do everything.
Overdose 4 easy days for 40